My Mishti experience in Kolkata has been that I eat too much Mishti, and it makes me happy every time I do. It's such a wonderful treat to have Mishti, especially the gluten-free Mishti. I have gluten sensitivity, and it's so nice to have sweets here that I can eat without worrying about being sick. So I'm excited to be here today, though. The fact that there's a cultural or literature festival about Mishti, I think says a lot about how much Bengalis appreciate both their sweets and their literature and their books. So I think recognizing the importance of Mishti in literature is going to be a really interesting thing to do.
I personally feel here, first of all, thank you for this opportunity here. I'm Consul of Maldives, Ramkrishna Jaiswal here in Kolkata, West Bengal. I personally believe, as I asserted on the stage, that Mishti is all about the joys and happiness. And the moment you see when we have an occasion to celebrate or an occasion to rejoice or happiness, we go to a sweet shop or we order it online. So I personally believe the Mishti is a symbolic assertion for our achievement, for our joys. And I believe the more you spread it around, the happiness multiplies. So the only secret way here is spread happiness, distribute some sweets whenever you're happy.
Thank you so much. Bengalis are known to take their food very seriously, especially when it comes to Mishti. But who would have thought that there would be a literature festival around the most famous export from Bengal, Mishti. So joining me now is Lorna, and Lorna, of course, a literature festival around Mishti. When you proposed this, what was the first reaction?
So, the Mishti industry of Bengal belongs to the unorganized sector, and the unorganized sector has its own nuances, and it actually has a lot of issues as well as things that we need to work on, socio-economic as well as emotional issues as well within the industry, which when we try to talk about them, we become very politically correct and we try to not talk about them. So literature is a medium through which you can talk about things and create solutions without any inhibition. So that's why I thought to bring in together literature and the issues of the unorganized sector to be discussed through literature.
Lovely idea.
Thank you.
And Ishita, I believe you've done a PhD in Mishti. So, I know it pervades all areas of Bengali life, so to speak. But tell us some of the interesting things that perhaps about the history of Mishti that we don't know.
One of the, I think, very important things that we should reflect upon when we think about sweets is that Bengal has been known for famine, right, which Rahuna rightly pointed out in her speech today. But when we think about, how did a culture of sweetness thrive amidst famines, amidst, rising food prices and all of this, and also 2 milk control orders. Please remember today we were celebrating that, sweets shops had to be reopened during the pandemic so that milk don't go waste, right? But in 1960s, there were 2 milk control orders that were carried forth of chana, on the chana and milk. And I think one of the interesting things about Mishti that the entire India and the world should know is that there's a Mishti of chana-based sweets as well as a kheer, thickened milk-based product, and milk cream. There's a specially technique of lifting of the milk cream, which is actually like a stiff disc, So it's a thin layer of milk cream which is dried up, and it's so crisp that you can actually cut a piece of slice and eat it, and it's a crisp in taste. And that is the secret to the lovely, lovely sweets, 2 sweets that you find in Krishnagar, Nodia, that is Shorbhaja and Shorpuria. Right.
So amazing stuff, and who would have thought we would have a literature festival around Mishti, but all the best. 2 days of celebration of Mishti, which one might say is one of Bengal's most famous exports. In Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.